Hey guys, Kiz here. Today we are playing support Leona, but today I am making the guide that you guys have been asking for. So finally it's here. So for Leona, when I play Leona, what I do personally is that I start with a rejuvenation bead over a
Chosen of the
mana
sun.
pennant or whatever it's called, the mana one. It just gives you a little bit more sustain in lane because you don't really use that much mana unless you go for a full in.
Rally to me.
So yeah, what I normally start with on Leona is that I start with my Q or my Zenith Blade depending on what I'm facing. So if we look at Vayne Nidalee, they don't have a lot of escapes, and as an Nautilus he has AoE clearing for jungle. So I'm going to start with Zenith Blade so I can apply my passive to as many targets as possible. My passive, every time I hit an enemy with an ability, for 3.5 seconds they're applied with sunlight. And that sunlight can be triggered by other champions only, damaging them for an extra damage. For an extra 20 magic damage. So, a good Leona will apply her passive in a tandem that would make it that every stack can be broken, because if you reapply your passive on someone, you're not breaking the previous stack. Okay, so Nidalee has it bushwhacked. So they're probably right there. As long as Nautilus doesn't walk on it. There we go.
First light approaches.
Your Q, you activate it. The next auto attack becomes a stun, dealing magic damage and applying your passive. There we go. So it does damage, it stuns, all's great. Your 2, Eclipse, is you make a shield that increases your MR and armor, followed by it after 2.5 seconds I think. It reduces, it explodes, dealing AoE damage and applying sunlight to everything around you. The damage always steal kills basically. And if it deals damage to any target, to anyone by exploding, the shield lasts for an extra 3 seconds. And that's the skill you normally want to max out first, unless you're extremely ahead and you feel like going kill lane. Then at that point you're going to be maxing your Q first, is what I do, because I'm an aggressive support. So the reason why I start Zenith Blade is also because then I can get my Q second and I have my initiate combo, which is Zenith Blade and then you land the Q. So you can see right there that I already half-elfed her by just using my abilities. And that was unnecessary damage. And that was also unnecessary damage. So does the Nidalee. The Nidalee has wards. She has no pinks though. Put a ward in there. Just so I see her if she tries to chuck spears. The downfall to Leona is that she's very successful. She's very risky to play against anything that has range poke, because she doesn't have any harassment. And I'm eating all those spears like a boss. So now I finally have my shield. Because I'm an aggressive support, I tend to go for my combo first instead of going for like shield and Q or shield and Zenith Blade. All depending on your playstyle. If you're going for a more farming, get your shield. You can even help the AD carry because for last hitting. Because if he procs your passive off a minion and it kills it, he's still the one getting the last hit. You're not the one taking the last hit. Now finally Zenith Blade. Straight target skill shot, you can see it has medium range. It goes through enemies, and if it hits champions, the last champion it hits, it will pull you in towards that champion and put you on top of them. So then you can easily Q them. Is basically what happens. So if your AD carry is with you on you initiating, you're gonna want to try and Zenith Blade like that. There's Zen Zhao.
Chosen of
You're
the
gonna want
sun.
and try to Zenith Blade in, wait for the AD carry to proc your passive, then Q them, proc your passive, and your shield's gonna have to blow up at the same time.
Stay at the vanguard.
Is she warding? Okay, so Dragon's warded.
First light approaches.
So you're gonna want, if once you have your shield, you're gonna want to try and do something like this to time it out so that your AD carry or the person you're with has the time to break all three of your passives
The
to
sun
maximize
always
the damage
rises.
potential of having a Leona.
I will break their line.
Has been slain.
Like that.
Double kill.
Good job. And finally for the ultimate, Leona casts a ray of sunlight from the sky, dealing AoE damage. Within the center of the ultimate, it causes a stun, and within the outside of that circle,
I must not
it causes
fall.
a slow that is still pretty good. Both of those apply the same amount of damage, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. It slows by 80% for 1.5 seconds at level 1.
Rally to me.
So you're gonna try to land your ultimate on the middle. Like there, we could have probably ambushed them. And I walked straight on the bushwhack. We should get out.
Chosen
Zinzao
of
was
the
nearby.
sun.
Be right back. Hopefully that didn't just seal his doom. So one of the items you want to focus as a support is the Philo Stone. You're going to then want to get your Sight Stone eventually, but you're going to want to get as many wards as possible.
Stay at the vanguard.
So yeah, when you initiate with Leona, you can either shield, Zenith Blade in, proc your Q, and then ult, or you can initiate with the ult. As you can see, the little radius. Within the center part, it's a stun. Within the outer part, it's slow. So when you're initiating, you either initiate with the ultimate,
Chosen of the
or you
sun.
initiate with your Zenith Blade. Either way, they're both effective. It's all about your timing. I'm gonna go help Nautilus and tell him I'm on my way.
Ever vigilant.
Leona can also break stuns at level 1 using your Q. So if you have vision, you can easily do it. Like if you see the ward getting plopped down, you can easily just destroy it at level 1. So if you're sitting in the brush, you can destroy wards at level 1 by having your Q out.
Rally to
Your
me.
Q can be used to damage towers.
First light approaches.
Once I hit 6, we could, if the Zinzao isn't 6, we could easily
I must not
win
fall.
that team fight, combining our ultimates, and I just took a lot of damage from that. So Vayne is 6. Don't know about the rest. Varus Leona works pretty well just because proccing Blight stacks plus Sunlight does a lot of bonus magical damage.
An enemy has been slain.
Nautilus got
An
Pantheon.
ally has been slain.
Rally to me.
There we go, there's the ultimate. So as you can see, inner one stuns, outer one slows.
Ever vigilant.
So Varus is going back, or he's typing.
An ally
I
has
will
been
protect you.
slain.
LeBlanc falls down, unfortunately.
First
Almost. Leona's cooldowns are also extremely low, like it's a minute 30 for my ult.
The sun always rises.
And now they're both low, so it's not safe for them really to stay.
Chosen of the sun.
Zenith Blade can pull you through walls as well. So if you have vision of them through a wall, you can easily initiate from the other side of the wall.
Has been slain.
Stay at the vanguard. They will be
Nice poke
summoned.
from Varus. And that wasn't intentional.
I must not fall. First light approaches.
So if you're an AD carry and you have a Leona, if you see her use her abilities on the minions, focus those minions.
An enemy has been slain.
Alright,
The sun always rises.
good job. Also, Hand of Noxious is one of my subscribers.
Twilight
And he's
fades.
pretty good Varus. So you see with Varus, for example, when they're all aligned like that, you shoot your arrow through it, and you're, I think, at like once he has his arrow maxed, or like once he has a BF sword, he one hits the entire minion wave just because of my passive. Okay, so Xin Zhao's there.
I must not fall.
Nautilus is coming down again.
Chosen of the sun.
Nautilus should come in this brush. Oh, I thought I got her.
Rally to me.
Yep, let's just go back. Or not. I'm gonna let Varus go.
I will protect you.
Nautilus shouldn't need too much help. When under tower, Leona has an easy enough time getting the last hits, and don't be afraid to use your ult if you really need to clear the minion wave.
Stay at the vanguard.
Like, try using your shield. Try using, like, do as much as you can, because you can't proc your passive. And that's the danger of not playing with locked screen. I wasn't expecting to go in there.
Approaches.
That's just because she's a Vayne and I hate her, so I'm not afraid of just using everything, because I know she can't do anything for about 5 seconds of CC.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Be right back.
I will protect you.
I'm afraid he's gonna get ganked. So I'm gonna go and sit in this... I'm being a jerk right now in Italy. Gonna get my stage 1 sightstone. Gonna get 2 pink wards. And I can't get anything else. So I'm just gonna get another pink and get a couple
I
health
must
pots.
not fall.
Now, because they have Vayne, I'm tempted to get a Twin Shadows on Leona. First of all, it gives her a MR, and it gives her a bit more damage on her combo. And also, the Scary Ghosts make it way easier if you're having trouble landing your Zenith Blades, because that's the most important part, that and landing your ultimate. Scary Ghosts makes it a lot easier because of the slow, and Vayne has
Stay at
stealth.
the vanguard.
And they have it in Italy and the Zyra, so I'm really tempted to get it just for that extra little bit of MR, which is always useful.
Rally to me.
But they don't have a lot of ability power damage. So I'm just gonna sit in here. I have it warded, so if the jungler shows up, he can easily shoot him through the wall.
Rises.
He's taking a lot of unnecessary damage. There's Zinzao.
Chosen of the sun.
Could have just turned on him and won there. Leona almost counts as 2 people from how much she does in team fights. We're losing bottom tower though.
They'll have to get through me.
Your team has destroyed a turret. Your turret has been destroyed.
I will protect you.
LeBlanc might be in trouble there. Try and see if I can ambush them.
The sun always rises.
Stupid spears.
Stay at the vanguard.
There we go.
Feel the sun's glory. I must not fall.
So it's either we keep shoving or we go help.
First light approaches.
Shoot through. There you go. There's Vayne.
They'll have
I doubt I'm gonna get out of that. There we go. Cleanse is actually what happened there. Or I'd have stunned her with ult. If you're facing a Leona support, don't be afraid to get cleansed, but don't waste it on just doing it the second she initiates you, basically. Because yes, it's good, but at the same time, you're just going to get stunned again, so there's no point in you doing it. Just gonna get that so I can keep working on towards my ruby sightstone. Get 2 other pink wards. Got another
ever
potion.
vigilant.
Shen should go top and keep trying to push. Gonna go help Varus. Vayne is at 108. We have Varus at 137. He's way ahead. He started for Runons, which is kind of surprising.
Rally
We'll help
to
him
me.
because he's probably getting ganked.
I must not fall. Feel the sun's glory.
Like that.
Slain.
See, that was a useless cleanse. I think she used cleanse anyway.
Rally to me.
An ally has been slain.
No, okay. We get the tower then.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
I will protect you.
An ally has been slain.
Take this.
Chosen of the sun.
An enemy has
Good
been
job,
slain.
Varus. Nice shot.
Ever vigilant.
Varus, come on.
Destroyed.
The sun always rises.
Nidalee's coming up.
First light approaches. Stay at the vanguard.
Put a wood there.
Chosen of the sun.
Turn and fight, Varus.
Kill. Enemy double kill.
Varus might die. Barrier. There you go. Good job, team. Gotta get my ruby sightstone. Going to get my Kages just so I have more money. Gonna wait for another pink.
I will protect you.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
I'm on my way to Baron. Just so I can ward it.
Has been slain.
Warding Baron.
Stay at the vanguard.
Because we're pushing so far ahead, I'm putting more wards on their side of the jungle, and this is kind of funny because they're like all the wards are stacked on top of one
I
another.
must not fall.
I almost feel like going to clean those wards just for extra money. Nautilus will be giving me money.
Ever vigilant.
Should be anyways. Guess not. Because it only works for oracles.
First light approaches.
Come on, Nidalee.
The sun always rises.
No.
Rally to me.
It's always funny when you proc a blind Zenith Blade. It's less fun when you do it and that you die for it.
I will protect you.
An enemy has been slain.
Chosen of the sun. Stay at the vanguard.
Good job, Varus. Good job, blah blah.
Rally to me.
An enemy has been slain. Killing spree.
Good job, blah blah.
First light approaches. Ever vigilant. The sun
Ally
always
has been
rises.
slain.
Can't do much there.
Twilight fades.
You can see the chain CC there.
I must not fall.
Slain.
and me getting shot in the back. Hey, I do work too, not just him. So you could see there, I was really low and I just saw Vayne, so I just chained my CC to make it last as long as possible, and Varus saw that I initiated her, so he moved in on it, and we got a kill for it, and then I got shot in the back, but that's beside the point. I don't know if they're buying wards. I'll buy one Oracle. Thank you, Varus.
The sun always rises.
So you can see that even with not a lot of damaging item, I'm still doing a decent amount of damage.
Light approaches.
And as long as you bring utility, you don't really need to build that many items.
Legendary.
And if you get Zenith Blade at this point, you're dead.
Stay at the vanguard. I will protect you.
Well. Ow. How did that stun me? How the hell did that stun me?
Ally has been slain.
735.
An enemy has been slain. Legendary.
Another kill for Varus. And the snipe... Nope. And the ult's not getting the kill. So I'm gonna have enough to buy this now.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
So we can see my endgame build coming to fruition right now. At the end, you're just gonna have normal wards instead of vision wards. I still don't have boots actually. Really wish I had boots. The boots you would get would be boots. Personally, I like boots of swiftness, just because they allow you to position yourself a lot better, and then you get more chase out of it.
Chosen of the sun.
Shut down.
That's personal opinion. Else you could go boots of lucidity, but a lot of support items give cooldown reduction, so you don't really need them.
First light
You could go tabbies if they have a lot of AD, which I could be doing in this game to absorb more damage. Or you could go Merc Threads to prevent yourself from being CC'd too long, which would prevent you from doing your own kind of CC.
will break their line.
So there's a lot of viable boots for Leona. It all really depends on what you're facing.
They will be sundered. Stay at the vanguard.
Has been slain.
The sun always rises.
Uh-oh. Don't want to die.
Break their line.
An ally has been slain.
Okay.
Enemy double kill. An enemy has been slain.
Go Shen, go Varus. Yeah. Nice try. Start leveling Zenith Blade. So I'm gonna sell the oracles, I don't need it. If they have a lot of CC and your AD carry is getting focused by that hard CC, you could get a Crucible, gives you more mana. Else you could go Shirelias. I personally don't like the philo items. I really don't. So it's all personal choice. I just keep it basically to make money. There's my boots.
Ever vigilant.
Got my pink ward for Baron.
I must not fall.
So I'm going to be placing a pink ward.
Chosen of the sun.
I'm going to place a normal ward there. Place another one. Okay, there we go. Place one there.
Rally to me.
Nice try, Pantheon.
I will protect you.
Now to abuse our advantage. Scary ghosts. And that's one of those moments where it happens. You can't control when the shield blows up. You just know it's 3 seconds, and a lot of time it just breaks it.
Your team has destroyed an inhibitor.
Stay at the vanguard.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
I must not fall.
Your team has destroyed
There's
a
another
turret.
inhib.
An enemy has been slain. Your enemy has been
Almost stole that one too.
Ever vigilant.
double kill.
They want me dead.
An enemy has been slain.
And they surrendered. So I hope you guys enjoyed this Leona guide. If you have more questions, feel free to leave it in the comment section below, and I will do my best to answer all of them. End build would be either a Frostborn if I really want to increase my how much I stick to people, or just a Randuin's if they have a lot of AD. Other than that, I guess a Banshee's Veil, now that it's been remade, would be kind of good. But you really don't get to build that many items. But if your jungler isn't getting a locket, or your top isn't getting a locket, get a locket. And make sure that you get your Sightstone. And you should be on your way to victory. So this was my guide on Leona. Hope you guys enjoyed. This was Kiz. As always, keep on being awesome, guys. Make sure to follow me on Twitter if you're interested in having daily updates on whenever I upload videos. The 2 accounts are linked and does it automatically, so you're sure not to miss a single one of them. So hope you guys enjoyed, and as always, keep on being awesome, guys. Peace.